This video shows how to install CoveBase using the CoveBase Finishing Caps. With the CoveBase Finishing Caps, anyone, no matter how inept, will be able to install CoveBase. Everyone, including professionals, will be able to install CoveBase faster and easier than ever, always resulting in a superior and professional end result. Install all full lengths, including sections that have been cut to split the difference in order to keep seams from being too close to a junction or end. Place the base at outside corners with the edge just slightly away from the corner's apex. Next, mark seam and junction pieces by turning the base around and place it into the junction and mark it at the seam edge. I make my marks by a slit from my utility knife. With the CoveBase Finishing Caps, absolute precision is not necessary. However, always try to abut factory edges. For pieces that end abruptly or at the end of a floating or open wall, mark it about 1/4 inch from where you want the base to end to leave room for the end cap. Using another piece of base as a cut guide, lift the slit up and slide the guide base up to it and square it off and then make the cut. There will be better control along the edge of the guide piece if you don't cut all the way through. Then simply bend it back and slice off your piece. For inside corners, make about a 45-degree cut at the toe of both inside corner pieces. A point: with the CoveBase Finishing Caps, no seam needs to be closer than 2 feet from the junction. Apply adhesive to the back of the base with a notch trowel or spatula, about 1/4 inch from the top edge. I line up cut pieces and use an adhesive gun with a nozzle applicator for expediency, at which case apply about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch from the top edge. Place your base with the adhesive on the wall and roll with the seam or wallpaper roller. I know many will use a damp cloth to adhere the base to the wall, in which case I strongly recommend dispersing the adhesive on the back with a notch trowel. In any case, apply pressure to disperse the adhesive downward so as not to have the adhesive ooze out from the top. With the placement of inside corners, try to abut the bottom 45-degree cuts. Don't be too concerned if there are small gaps. Not all walls will be plumb or square, as the gap here simulates. With the outside corners, try and keep the edge just slightly away from the apex. At both inside and outside junctions, it is important to try and keep the top edge of a joining base in line with each other, just as it is with seams. Starting with the outside finishing cap, peel off the paper, or with commercial and industrial applications, apply a bonding agent on the face edges of the base. This will meld the cap to the base, making it virtually impossible to knock off. Being careful not to smear the bead of the bonding agent, immediately place the cap in place and hold for 5 or 10 seconds. With the peel and stick method, just place onto the corner and then firmly press and rub each side to the base, making sure of full adhesion of the cap to the base. Repeat the same procedure for inside finishing caps and both right and left end caps. However, before installing any of the finishing caps, especially when using the bonding agent, I would strongly recommend dry fitting each cap before actually adhering them to the base to ensure they properly fit with enough contact to the face of the base. Even if the finished cut of the end piece is not perfectly square and plumb, the end caps can typically be adjusted to be aligned to fit properly. Besides the methods of attachment shown here, there's one other method in which a wall adapter is used that allows the finishing caps to snap in place. This form of attachment can be seen in the YouTube video, The Wall-CoveBase Finishing Caps, that will also provide a wealth of information describing all of the numerous advantages associated with the use of the CoveBase Finishing Caps, as well as the disadvantages of installations without the CoveBase Finishing Caps. Note that not only do the end caps cover the opening left uncovered at the toe, they will also provide for a complete and finished appearance. The Wall-CoveBase Finishing Caps clearly are and provide the most simple and quick method for anybody to install CoveBase with ease, all the while ensuring an attractive and cleanly finished professional end result.